Where is Colby in his own video?
Hey, what's up guys? It's Colby Brock. Welcome back to my channel. Before I start the video guys, I got a big, huge, round announcement. I have new merch. Just dropped this. A lot of you guys have been wanting me to do a design where I put my tattoos on there. So every spot I got a tattoo, there's a freaking symbol. And guys, it's limited edition. You know the drill. Go down below, get it before it's too late. I'll link it right down there. Go grab it, tag me on Twitter, tag me on Instagram, and I'm gonna be reposting you guys all the time, so do it! But anyways, you have been asking as well for a part 2 of reading your guys' scariest paranormal experiences ever. I asked you guys on my super secret account that nobody knows about. Literally
no one's
like
ever heard of it.
10 people follow it. What your guys' scariest experiences were, and 3,500 people commented on that picture. But they also DM'd me, so let's just start going through some of these and see what you guys had to say. I'm scared! Here we go. Let's look at the top comments first, alright? Ella West says, I looked at myself in the mirror and I screamed, and that was the scariest moment of my entire life. Underscore S Sam and Colby underscore says, I'll try to make this short, lol. This was in December 8th, 2019. I woke up to nothing at 5 a.m. and felt as if someone was staring at me. So I opens my eyes and saw a little girl with a ripped and bloody white dress standing on my bed staring at me.
Oh my god!
Pause. Little girls, I feel like I've said this so many times, but little girls and old men, they just freak me out. Like if I'm in an abandoned place and I see that, it would freak me out, right?
So if you're a girl, you're scary when you're young, and if you're a guy, you're scary when you're old.
I could move and talk perfectly fine, so it wasn't sleep paralysis.
So, but is she saying it's a dream?
I grabbed my phone that was right next to me and shined my flashlight at her. I didn't think of taking pictures. When I shined my light, she disappeared, so I turned it off and she was back in the same spot looking sad or angry at me.
What? So she's at her bedside and she can actually shine the flashlight at this person.
Yes, and can see that it's just like a sad little girl in bloody clothes looking at her.
That would be horrifying.
Yo, I would cry. After about 8 minutes, she disappeared and I started hearing a weird clicking noise coming from my bathroom that I still hear every now and then. Hope that makes sense, smiley face. A clicking noise?
So she's still with you.
She's always been by your side. Corey Shadow Man is your little girl.
Okay, now you're gonna scar her. Jeez.
Jasmine Grace 22 says, so when I was about 10, I stayed at my grandma's house, which was really old because it was her parents' house that got passed on to her, and so she has items passed on to her from generations. So one night, me and my twin brother and grandparents were sat downstairs and suddenly the bulb went out, which was really weird, but we thought nothing of it. But then 10 minutes later, a creepy doll that has been passed down from generations flew across the room and hit into the telly. It was horrifying. That was one sentence.
I was trying to follow along the whole time. That was insane.
So she's saying that she was in a house where generations of people have been in it and one of the dolls smacked her television.
That's horrifying though.
That's terrifying. Honestly, if you were, 10 years old, could you be able to handle that?
No, dude. I don't know if I could handle that now. If Chucky right there threw and hit our new TV, I would be horrified.
Yeah, we have a Chucky doll in our house. Nandinity Yaki 07 says, my friends and I were playing the Ouija board. We were in a room by ourselves. At first nothing really happened, but then one of my friend said she wanted to do it alone. We said it might not be the best thing to do, but she decided to continue anyway. In the start, it was going okay, nothing really happened, but suddenly the thing she had, her fingers started moving really fast.
The planchette?
Planchette, and we couldn't understand anything it said. My friend got super scared and started crying, plus we could feel this uncomfortable energy in the room. Then she closed her eyes and this thing still kept moving and forming words, and all of us started to scream, so we ended it!
So let me get this straight. Y'all trying to get something to happen and then something happens and all you guys are like, Dee! Sounds like a Sam and Colby video.
That sounds like a Sam and Colby video. Actually, recently, I moved into a new house where the town was built on a war zone of some sort. It was our first night here, and I had only a lamp on in my room when suddenly my crystals and rocks I had on my vanity seemed as if they were knocked off and stuck into my moving boxes that were across the room. After that, I slept in the living room on the couch for about 2 weeks. Damn! So she moved on a place with a war zone and then her crystals flew into boxes.
They flew all the way across your room into a box?
Into the boxes.
How is so many people are seeing these things like levitate?
Have we seen anything like levitate? I don't think I've seen anything float.
That's some serious stuff.
That's
You
some
should put
serious-
that in a museum or something.
Oh god, this is a long one, but I'm gonna do it anyways because it says smiles.
Read
for
it all
Colby.
in one breath. Ready?
So one time I was lying on my bunk bed because I had one at the time and I was about to go to sleep but need to use the bathroom. I got up, then I came back. As soon as I got in bed, my hair went ecstatic, like it felt like I had crazy energy near me and it was weird. I brushed it off and closed my eyes trying to go to sleep. I continued to feel weird and I didn't know why. When I opened my eyes back up, I saw this black shadowy looking silhouette shaped like a man staring right at me, leaning over my bunk. I instantly froze and couldn't move my body. I was stuck there.
You got it.
I instantly froze and couldn't move my body. I was stuck there in fear for what felt like an hour, but in reality it was probably like 6 minutes. I then managed to get up and I rushed out of my room, and I'm not even kidding, I was pushed over. It could have been me tripping because I was shaking like crazy, but I don't remember even tripping. It felt like I was pushed. I got to the top of my steps and I looked back at my bedroom door one last time. My door handle was dead ass rattling and I legged it down the stairs into my mom's room. I was sobbing cause I was that scared. I slept in her room for the rest of the night and the next morning she told me she believed without a doubt because she had been experiencing similar things. For months after, I slept with sage plants in my room and constantly got people to spirit check. I get why you'd think this is fake, but I swear on everything. It was so scary. I also love you, Ari. Love you too. That's terrifying.
That's horrifying. Wait, so did you hear that? She stood and stared at this man for 6
Shadowy
minutes.
silhouette. Yeah.
Like-
and then got up, tried to run away, and got pushed down. She got shoved down.
Like, think about how long you're watching this video for right now. Like, you're just staring there in a staring contest with this thing that you think is gonna kill you for 6 minutes.
For 6 minutes.
That would feel like an eternity.
Dude, you know what that makes me remember? Is this insane story that happened to me when I was like, probably like 8, 9, or 10. Guys, if you guys ever wanna see this, I might make a story talking about the only childhood ghost experience, or I don't even know what it was, that I've experienced in my life. So leave a like on this video. If this gets 50,000 likes,
You don't
I'll
want to
do it.
hear it, it'll scar you.
It's seriously like, it's something I think about like every year. Psychotic Colby says, for the past year, my family have been hearing my voice when I'm not home. It all started when I put up a Ouija board in my room that, at the time, I had no idea had been used before. My mother vividly described how she heard me shouting, "I'm home," up the stairs and went down to see me, but I wasn't there and was still out with my friends. My sister has said she's heard what sounds like me singing, my phone ringing when I'm not home, but I think the creepiest story from this saga was when my mom burst into the room at 2 a.m. asking if I was okay because she heard me calling her, sounding like I was whisper shouting. Hey. It's been happening for about a year and it's still happening. Last week my sister came into my room at, no word of a lie, 3:30 a.m. asking why I was crying because she could hear me all the way from her room. It doesn't seem to be stopping, but doesn't seem like it's angry or wants to cause any pain. But yet it's spooky and that it's only my voice it mimics.
That's the weird thing, is like, she played it and then her stuff was like the spirit. Or is it trying to get her attention with her own voice?
Or is it trying to lure in her family? I really don't know even what to say to that. Oh my god, I would talk to somebody at this point. If it keeps happening, it gets like,
Move!
get out!
Yeah, dude, that sounds horrifying.
No, yeah, I would talk to like a pastor or like a medium about that if it gets worse, but that's terrifying. Thank you for sharing. The Farrent Enod says, last year I went to visit my cousin and we were in her car telling spooky stories with a friend of hers. One of the stories was about an abandoned house in a certain street. I don't remember the name. And then we stopped at a red sign, and when I turned around, I saw a woman staring at us from a window. When I turned back around, she wasn't there. Fast forward to the next day, I was with my cousin running some errands and we were talking about the house from the story. We stopped at a red light once again and realized we were actually on the same street where the house was located. It was like less than a block away from us. So when they talked about the story again, they already appeared back at the place.
That's happened to me before.
Dude, when we were filming.
Oh, yeah, dude. Hey.
When we were filming your high school broadcast scary film, you remember how like weird it felt to just like constantly go back and then go to the coffee place and charge and then constantly go back and it was misty and it was like a loop of like, it was like the same time even though 4 hours passed by. It just felt like a loop.
Short synopsis, we were filming a scary video in a haunted house, but the camera kept dying, so we kept having to leave and come back, leave, come back, and every time it was this crazy scenery, and it just felt like we were in this trapped, recurring dream that we had to keep going back because the spirits were killing our battery.
It was terrifying.
Really scary.
It was terrifying. Last one, I'm gonna read up the comments and I'll go to some DMs real quick. But Bree Holes, about 2 to 3 months ago, I was on the phone with my birth giver and we were talking about how I was experiencing weird dreams about me getting chased by something and my phone disconnected with her. I got pissed off and yelled, "All right, that's it! Whoever you need!" Whoever you are, you need to show me a damn sign or leave. After that, my mother called me back, saying she tried calling me 3 times, but it never rang. September 22nd, 2020, at 3:33 a.m., I woke up and one of my senior professors fell down from my dresser and some other items moved. What's a senior proof? Are we stupid?
Maybe proof is like a paper.
Okay, but that fell down from her dresser and some other items moved. I tried to go back to sleep after I picked it up, but I was completely awake and my room was colder than it usually is. That just gave me chills.
Wait, that happened 2 nights ago. September 22nd, 2020.
Yeah, she just commented that.
As it's happening, she's like, oh shit. Yeah, it happened 2 days ago at 3:30 a.m. and it says it comment 2 days ago. So literally as she was happening, she's like, oh fuck.
She starts it off with about 2-3 months ago.
And then on September 27th, I woke up by one of my senior proofs.
So that just happened. I'm sorry that you just experienced that.
Literally the night she experienced that, she had to have commented.
Yeah, Jesus. Tammy says, there was once I saw a shadowy figure exiting my dad's room and entering my room. Thought it was my dad, so I went after it. Once I reached my room, I switched on the lights and found no one in my room. The temperature of my room dropped drastically and I could feel myself getting colder. Oh, I hate that. Got goosebumps. And I literally froze for a few seconds to process what had happened before finally running out of my room. Later that day, my mom told me one of the rings of the bottom of my uniform went missing. Hard to explain, but I went to a Chinese school and the uniform had rings to hold the button in place. Got it. Anyways, just something gone missing. The ring reappeared
a few weeks later?
Yeah.
So a ghosty's trying to propose.
So it sounds like a ghosty likes you and is trying to propose.
Taking your jewelry, playing some little games, and gives it back. Woo.
Laura Victoria 16. A few days after my friend and I played with the Ouija board, I was on a video call with her and it was around midnight when my TV suddenly turned itself on. The screen was just really bright for a few seconds and then it turned off again. Same time, there was some loud ass noises coming from my phone and I couldn't hear my friend anymore. When it all stopped, there was a loud bang downstairs which sounded like a door slamming, although I was home alone. About a week later, again, something really weird happened. 2 days in a row, I woke up and a big red dot on my temple, like it was drawn on with a marker or lipstick or something. I couldn't explain it and I got so freaked out because for me, it kind of symbolized a mark of a gunshot. Since then, we have never played the Ouija board again, but we played the picture game and there was an orb on one of my pictures, so I'm most likely haunted. Haha. Guess I gotta live with my ghost buddy now.
Yeah, she's optimistic.
Yeah, you got a
good spirit about
good spirit about it.
Get it?
I mean, if they're nice ghosts that don't put any harm besides like red dots on your forehead, is it that bad?
Just trying to start a prank war.
Actually, you know what? I can't say anything because if it was like 3 a.m. and a door slammed in my like basement, I'd be like, oh.
True, but there are, you want some guardian spirits, not demons, but like some people to watch out,
All right, last one. Chloe, this better be good.
Chloe, we're counting on you.
Chloe. Well, one of my paranormal experiences is this. The fact that I'm DMing this at 3:10 a.m. is kind of scary, but it's whatever. I was around 13 years old and laying in bed. I had a bunk bed and was laying on the top bunk. Bunk bed was right opposite the bedroom door, so I could see what was outside of it into the hallway. Gotcha.
Got it.
One night, everyone in my house was asleep, but I didn't know that at the time. The bedroom door was open, and for some reason, I decided to look at it. I hate being in a dark room with a door open. It's just a no-no.
You can see it outside.
It's just a no-no.
Because it's like, now you're looking outside, and when there's a shadow or something,
Yeah, you just don't do that. When I looked over, there was a dark figure peering around the corner at me, and because it was late at night and dark, I thought it was my mom. So, dude, is everybody British?
yeah, I guess so. Like, I feel like every single story we've written.
It says mom. So I started calling out her name. It then turned to the right and started walking down the hallway towards my bathroom so I could no longer see it. I got out of my bed to speak to my mom, but when I walked down the dark hallway to the bathroom, no one was there. My house is built on an old war bunker, and the entrance is under the concrete in my garden.
Everyone is built on a war bunker.
Yeah. It was like, one was like a war zone and one was like a war bunk.
Dude, if the entrance to a war bunker was outside the trap house door, that would be so sick. All right, guys, yo, just gonna go chill in the war bunker.
Yo, guys, honestly, I love hearing all of your paranormal experiences because it just helps us become less skeptical and more willing to believe in the paranormal. I think it's like super cool to hear you guys' stories, and I don't think you would lie to me.
Or would you?
Or would you? But it's really just cool to hear what you guys have experienced, and yeah, I love doing this. So if you guys want to see another part, leave a like. I'm so happy to share your stories. Maybe I'll ask you on Twitter next time. But so I hope you guys enjoy hearing other people's stories too. It's very creepy. Also, guys, if you want to hear my scary experience that I was talking about earlier in the video, leave a like on this video and I will do that as well. Comment down below your favorite part of this video or your favorite scary story, or if you have one of yourself that you want to tell me. Be sure to grab the merch. It also comes in another color that I'm not gonna tell you, so just go check it out. Again, limited edition. Go get it before it's too late. Get ready for this Sunday because we go to the Winchester house, which was an insane experience. Text me right here. I know I'm plugging a lot, but just do it. Text me right here. Go follow Sam with everything. Boom, bada bing, bada bomb. Like the video, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.